Oh, welcome back to Houston Live. Courtney and Derek back with you. Whether it's a party, an intimate dinner, or a Monday, any important occasion calls to pop a bottle.
A Monday at 1 p.m. no less, right? Unfortunately, the name champagne is not always a guarantee of quality, but a Galveston man set out to create a bubbly of the highest standards, and he's here with what we should be looking for when we pour a glass. His name is Massey, founder and owner of Champagne Madame Zero. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Yes,
Thank you so much for having me this afternoon.
Well, tell us how this all started, Matt. We're glad to have you here. I mean, you decided to start a company. This is different than typical glasses of bubbly.
So it really started out with me in the hospitality industry. Growing up in Galveston, I then moved to Houston, found this passion with wine. I've always been really big into wine. I found the way to fuel that passion of traveling to the great terroirs of the world was to get into oil and gas. So over the last 18 years, that passion was fueled ultimately to explore the different terroirs of the world, from France to Italy, South Africa, and to really understand wine specifically as a wine of place as opposed to a wine of style with champagne.
Right, and when we talk about champagne, I mean, it gets this overall blanket, where we're talking about a sparkling, but champagne is very specific to the region that it's found. So let's talk about a little bit about that, because we should really be asking what's in our champagne.
Absolutely. And when it comes to Madame Zero, there's really one specific reason that we're able to, two specific regions I should say, that we're able to get away from the added sugars that you normally see in champagne. And ultimately, those reasons are that we're extended aging 5 years versus 12 months for traditional champagne. And in some cases, you also have the fact that with traditional champagne, you have a lack of quality. So they're covering up the imperfections in the wine with sugar. So it's either a lack of aging and or a lack of quality. So with our champagne, with Champagne Madame Zero, this extended aging of 5 years, this one single village where we grow beautiful Chardonnay is really one of the key differentiators, because you have different grapes being blended with the traditional champagnes. A lot of Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier, which are dark fruits that are blended with Chardonnay. We only use beautiful Chardonnay, so we're able to get away from those imperfections and able to get away from adding in the sugars that you normally have.
So just so I understand that, typically winemakers might cut corners, pumping in more sugar to make their wines or sparkling wines age more quickly.
Absolutely.
Okay, got it. Okay, so this is, how much less sugar are we talking?
So we're talking around a 12th. So the key component to less sugar is less carbs, and it's also less calories, and then it's less impact the next day. Oh. So it isn't just coming down to the sugar. The sugar does help tremendously, but we're trying to help out on the carb front, on the calorie front, and ultimately being transparent. And that was one thing I found, is that there's no champagne on the aisle, really no French wine, that has nutritional labeling. And I'm very big into fitness and nutrition and a balanced lifestyle. So this is something I'm extremely passionate about bringing into the market and effectively bringing back home.
Right, that is so great. And I love that your focus is on that, because a lot of times when people hear keto-friendly, low sugar, the taste is where it suffers, and that is not the case here. I mean, this is a beautiful taste of champagne that we had. So you didn't lose anything by gaining the nutritional lifestyle.
Yeah, and that was our overall focus, was exceptional quality with zero compromise. And effectively, to get there, it's taken 5 whole years of aging. It's taken this one little village where we grow this beautiful Chardonnay. And from the outset, it's just a very different approach that we have from the high volume champagnes that you'll find in the market. So we effectively call this a craft champagne. And that's why we drink craft champagne out of a tulip glass or a white wine glass, because you get that beautiful aromatic effect on the nose, as opposed to normal champagne that has the sugar covering up the nose, so you really just want to drink it in a flute.
Right.
Well, it is delicious. Matt, before we let you go, we do want to point out you've won some big awards. The first, 2022 Sommelier's Choice Award. That is a huge deal, because of course sommeliers, they know wine better than anyone else, right? And also silver medal at the Rodeo Uncorked International Wine Competition. We know and love that event very well here at Houston Life. So congratulations, much success, and can't wait to pop open another bottle, maybe on the weekend though.
And you have a rosé
Thank you so
coming
much.
too, right?
We have a beautiful rosé set to launch here in mid-November.
Awesome.
Gorgeous style though. We can't wait to bring that back home and introduce you guys to it.
We'll be thirsty. We'll
Thanks
be waiting.
a lot, Matt. Appreciate
My
it. For a
pleasure.
link to connect with Matt, head over to our website, houstonlife.tv.